¿Qué pasó, güey? It's your homeboy Quetzalcoatl. Welcome back to the Fuck Your Life Boxing Show. On today's episode, we're going to discuss whether Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez's career is over or if he can come back and return to the pound-for-pound list where he was prior to his loss against Rungvisai. Now, not too long ago, Chocolatito's career was going very well. He had an undefeated record. He was winning belts in multiple divisions. HBO was preparing him for superstardom as they began having him co-headline events with Triple G. And in recent years, HBO was riding his nuts hard. They were really trying to give him that push into the mainstream. Many boxing analysts and experts had Chocolatito at the top of their pound-for-pound list. Even Floyd Mayweather Jr., who is considered by many as last generation's best pound-for-pound fighter, even Mayweather had Chocolatito at the top of his pound-for-pound list at one point in time. However, in Chocolatito's recent fights, in all honesty, he's looked like complete shit. The fight that he had with Carlos Cuadras, where he became the first Nicaragüense to hold a title in 4 different divisions, while that fight was close, I did not have him winning that fight. And if you saw the way both fighters looked like after the fight, god damn, Chocolatito got fucked up. And in his last 2 fights, which were back-to-back losses against Rungvisai, he once again looked like trash. Now granted, the first fight versus Rungvisai, I had Chocolatito winning that fight, but it was a bad performance from him nonetheless. You're not supposed to look like that against a guy like Rungvisai. You know, all respect to Rungvisai, who beat Chocolatito twice on paper, is now a world champion, and basically came from nothing. You got to give him props for that, but in terms of being an elite fighter, I mean, he's a fucking bum. And there is no debating the outcome of the second fight. Chocolatito was killed in that fight. But we literally saw his elite status in boxing die that night. And they didn't even have a funeral for his ass. They just picked him up and tossed him to the fucking side of the road, right next to the sidewalk, like they do when a dog gets run over on the street, and just walked away from his ass. Now, as far as whether I believe that Chocolatito can bounce back from this loss and once again be in discussions in the pound-for-pound list, I just don't see that happening. He has a very aggressive style that, while exciting and was the reason why he got so much attention in boxing, that type of style, it shortens your lifetime in boxing. Gives you a lot of wear and tear on your body, and you can see that is evident in Chocolatito Gonzalez. Even though he's only 30 years old, you already see the wear and tear. He's gone up in weight, 4 different weight classes. Not everybody is meant to do that. It seems like that's the popular thing to do now, go up and win belts in different weight classes, but not everybody is built like that, and I don't think Chocolatito is. And that's what you've seen in his performances at super flyweight. While he was able to win the belt, he's looked like shit in this weight class. That's why he got knocked out by fucking Rungvisai, a homeless guy. Like I said, all props to him, but Rungvisai, the next elite guy he fights, he's going to get his fucking ass whooped. And that just lets you know Chocolatito doesn't belong in this weight class. And while I do believe that we will not see Chocolatito Gonzalez again in the pound-for-pound list, I do feel like Chocolatito Gonzalez can end his career on a high note. He can pull that off. In order to do that, in my opinion, I think he's going to have to go back down in weight, fight at flyweight. I think super flyweight, don't think he's competitive at that weight. The punches affect him a lot more. His power isn't as effective as it was in the lower weight classes. And you're going to see similar results as to what you've seen against Cuadras and Rungvisai. As far as him having problems going back down in weight, maybe, maybe not. I mean, if you look at his body, he looks like he can go back down in weight. It's not like he's super ripped. You could look at his body and see that he could lose a couple pounds. He looks like a regular dude. Look like he fucking pick strawberries out in the field or some shit. Chocolatito can go ahead and win another belt or two at flyweight and then call it a day. As far as still having an audience or a following, Chocolatito has a fairly large Latino following, so I don't see that as being a problem. But if he still wants to have a mainstream following, it wouldn't hurt for him to get a high-profile trainer, somebody like a Robert Garcia or a Freddie Roach, two trainers who will not only cater to his style, that aggressive come-forward style, but they'll also help keep him relevant, as both trainers are well-known in the sport, and will also add a couple wrinkles to his defense and polish up his offense as well. And it would help Chocolatito to address the defensive holes in his game. Like I said, I do believe Chocolatito can go back down to flyweight and continue to have success in his career. But because the evident wear and tear that we've seen in his last couple of fights, Chocolatito can still get his ass whooped if he goes down in weight. So addressing those defensive flaws will definitely help Chocolatito. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't think Chocolatito is going to go back to the pound for pound list, but I do think he can end his career on a high note. What do you think? I have been wrong in the past. I mean, I thought Jorge Linares and Miguel Cotto were finished at one point in their career, and they found a way to rejuvenate themselves. Can Chocolatito do the same? Is that what you believe? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, if you like this shit, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. This is your homeboy Quetzalcoatl, signing the fuck on out.